Good morning. Welcome to another vlog today from the motorcycle. After I've been at the Muay Thai training, so I thought, why not do a short little moto vlog when I'm on my ride home and talk a little bit about something that I have to admit, guilty pleasure. And I'm really happy that I'm on the motorcycle and having a helmet on, so you cannot identify me when I'm telling you about my guilty pleasure. And don't worry, I will kinda circle around and tell you why this is relevant for this YouTube channel and vlogs. Alright, my guilty pleasure is reality TV. Let me open up the visor for a minute because I'm sweating from Muay Thai training. We had sparring. So yeah, my guilty pleasure is reality TV. And you might ask, how can you watch something so shallow and so brainless and something that is so stupid and dumb? Something like Perfect Match on Netflix, Battle Camp. Although I don't really consider this 100% reality TV when there are like competitive parts involved, but I love those shows as well, like the 100 where they kind of battled for being the 100th strongest or most capable person in Korea. But what I'm talking about is this typical reality TV shows like Perfect Match on Netflix, or Are You the One on German TV, Temptation Island and stuff like that. And yes, I admit it, I like reality TV because it is so brainless, because it is so simple. And I'm sweating like crazy. I really need to open this up a little bit. I love that type of shows because they are so mindless. Let me kind of remind you, the world as it is at the moment is terrible. We have terrible economy in Europe. There are a couple of wars going on. No one has money left, and racism, unfortunately, is on the rise. Artificial intelligence is taking away jobs from some people. Politics is terrible. And yeah, looking at some things that are going on around us in society, we could also say that we as a human species are actually really terrible, be it either stupid or just pure evil. And you could argue that me watching that isn't helping all of that, but I have to say all of these terrible things that go around me, at least, I'm just speaking for myself, are very depressing, are annoying, and I'm stressed out most of the time because of the bad economy and money being very tight. And I'm really happy that I have martial arts, specifically Muay Thai and boxing. Riding a motorcycle like now is kind of helping me to stay mentally sane, and having this outlet here on YouTube is also a really good way to stay mentally sane. But going back to reality TV, for me that is a good way to kind of switch off and escape a little bit. And you could argue that is terrible, but you should watch the news, you should be informed, you should try to improve what you could improve, and I'm doing my best already. I'm quite the person who thinks think globally, act locally, and I'm trying my best to be a positive force with everything that is happening around me. There's a car trying to merge. Let him in. All right, you're very welcome. So I'm doing my best, but watching news and always keeping up with whatever's going on is draining all of my positive energy. And watching these mindless reality TV shows, it doesn't give me energy back, don't get me wrong, but it helps to kind of escape the moment for a few hours. And then you could say, yeah, Bo, but why don't you watch like really good TV shows or something like that? There are so many. I totally agree. Hold on, let's see, hazard lights. Yeah, hazard lights. Let me just pass him. Don't worry, that was only 55. I didn't speed, but I had enough speed to kind of take over that car. And you're totally right. I love Breaking Bad, for example. I rewatched Sons of Anarchy, Walking Dead. I watched that again. But what you can tell from what I'm giving you as an example, those are old series. I feel like every time I invested time into a new series, I was very disappointed by that series, and I was like, dude, you spent 10 episodes, maybe each an hour or even longer, and that series was terrible. One example would be the Star Wars series or some of the Marvel series at the end. I was like, oh man, I'm such a huge Star Wars fan and a Marvel fan, and now I'm really disappointed by all of those new intellectual properties. And I was like, that was such a waste of time. And now, not only a waste of time, but also I don't want to watch Star Wars anymore. I'm so disappointed. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm not investing any more time into watching Star Wars, and that is a huge shame. And with having so many high quality, over polished series, but that are lacking good stories, it is so difficult for me to decide, okay, are you going to watch this new series or are you just watching reality TV? Reality TV does not have any story. It's stupid. But I know what I'm getting. And it is interesting to me to see people interacting. You could argue, oh, Bo, but that's all scripted. And I would argue, dude, all of those reality TV stars aren't that smart. I do not believe that they are able to memorize a script. Maybe they are somewhat kind of tempted in doing specific things, but they cannot follow a script, learn any scripts, or doing something the right way. So it is a very interesting dynamic sometimes to see these people interact with each other. And again, I watch that because I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm investing my time into. I don't have that high expectations. And when I'm looking at a series on Netflix or on Amazon Prime or whatever it might be, I'm thinking hard about, should I watch that or is this a waste of my time? And then in the end, I rather opt to watch something I already know, for example, Walking Dead. All of the last seasons were terrible, but the first seasons were great. So I watched the first seasons and then I just stopped. And that's basically how I am with all of these new series. I don't watch them. I like these escapism into reality TV just because everything is so shitty at the moment. And I just know what I'm getting myself into. I don't have high expectations. I can switch off my brain. Is that a good approach to life? Probably not. Probably you should inform yourself and stuff like that. But I'm doing that. I'm just not doing that all of the time. And then I rather kind of switch off my brain with reality TV. Now, that brings us to YouTube and this YouTube channel. Am I saying that whatever I produce is kind of like reality TV? Am I saying I'm stupid and creating stupid content? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there is beauty in simplicity. There is beauty in something that is a little bit mindless and not high polished. There is beauty in creating something that does not have to be important. So first and foremost, there's beauty in simplicity. As I've been saying multiple times now, these vlogs are intentionally simple, intentionally effortless, being one takers just like this. No heavy editing, just me talking to you about a topic. And I really like that a lot, because for me it's easy to create. For me it's easy just to talk to you, and for you it's hopefully easy to digest. And seeing that I don't edit this, that this is rather effortless, it hopefully gives all of this some form of authenticity and something where you can kind of relate to. Next up, the beauty in creating something that does not have to be something huge, something, I don't know, with too much value. You know, how we kind of always block ourselves in saying, oh, I don't know what to create, I don't know what kind of video to make because my life is boring. I'm telling you the same thing, my life is boring as well. Or I cannot record those situations that are not boring. If I'm actually only able to record stuff that that is boring because I don't want to interrupt my interesting parts of life just because I want to record. So I feel like everything that I could record is boring, and therefore I'm saying my life is a little bit boring. And I hope the sound quality is okay. And that's what I'm saying. There is beauty in simplicity, in air quotes, mindless stuff. So I want to encourage you and tell you, hey, just record whatever you might deem as boring or not as interesting. There will be at least one or two people who find what you have to talk about interesting. And that also helps them maybe to be entertained by something that they can relate to. But more importantly, and that is the takeaway, this is for you. This is not for someone else. This is for you. This is for you to kind of switch off, to create something where you can be either creative, can learn something, or just talk. Just get your thoughts, your train of thoughts on to a video file, and use that one moment where you record to switch off your brain, escape from whatever might trouble you, or just to get that what troubles you out on your video file into a vlog. And that's what it's all about. We all have very difficult lives at the moment. We have, as I said, money issues, politics are terrible, racism is on the rise. It's not great. Let's be real, it's not great. But using this as a creative outlet to kind of escape dead life, those thoughts should be the main goal. And maybe someone is there and wants to listen as well. And I mean, so many people think, oh, reality TV watching, who does that? And then you have me. I watch reality TV and I like it. And I'm not afraid to let me pass, shoulder check. And I like it. And that's what I wanted to tell you. And yeah, what this video is all about. What is your guilty pleasure? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's not be afraid to kind of admit to our guilty pleasures, be it reality TV or whatever it might be. As long as you're not saying like, oh, my guilty pleasure is to, I don't know, run around naked in the city. That could be a little bit weird if you admit to that. But hey, more power to you if you do that. So, if you want to see that, I mean, I have been recommending that video now in the last few vlogs, but yeah, maybe check out my last vlog in the video up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here, and please stay safe on the road. My display is off. Let's imagine I talk to you on speakerphone. Have a good one, stay safe, goodbye.